Fire, nature's gift to mankind, a sacred tool that has been used to build and destroy civilizations. Ancient societies have worshipped and feared it. Some even developed a culture to walk on it. Today, I'll be reviewing a short podcast episode by Stuff You Should Know titled Firewalk. First, let me do a quick summary of the episode. The concept of Firewalk is most commonly attributed to religious ceremonies that dates back to at least 32,000 years in ancient India, Mesopotamia, and Neo-Babylon, and got spread all over the world. It is the act of walking on hot charcoal to pay tribute to someone whose past commemorates a miracle, a celebration, or a parade. It is mostly religious and spiritual. So how do they do it? How does someone walk on charcoal that are burning at 900 degrees Fahrenheit and walk up unscathed? Do the gods they believe in secretly protect them with unseen power? Have their mind transcended to a point where they can choose to ignore the burning sensation? Or is something else at play here? Well, a couple of British scientists have debunked this seemingly metaphysical act. It turns out that everything is pure physics. To roughly summarize the three components mentioned in this podcast, all you need to know is charcoals that are... I'm so sorry, man. The thing is, once you're in a rush, you start messing things up because you want to get this thing done. Well, a couple of British scientists have debunked the seemingly metaphysical act. It turns out everything is pure physics. To roughly summarize the three components mentioned in the podcast, all you need is charcoal that are made with cherry or maple wood. Let it burn down into embers so there's a layer of ash coating them to insulate the heat, and limit the amount of time your feet makes contact with hot ember. Now you can try this at home. I take that back. Don't try this at home. So that was a quick summary of a short episode by the famous podcast channel Stuff You Should Know. They've been around since 2008 and have constantly been on the top 10 podcast list on iTunes. They cover a lot of interesting topics on their channel, a lot of things you didn't know you want to know, such as this one. Their podcast delivery is in a form of a non-formal conversation between two friends. If you're not a big fan of lecture podcasts that crams you with hard-to-digest information and you enjoy learning about things in an easy, relaxed manner, then I would recommend this channel to you. I find this episode on Firewalk to be mildly interesting. There are two things I'd like to see them do differently. First, I would say eliminate the commercials because it really breaks the flow of the listening experience, but I get it, you gotta do what you gotta do to make money. Second, I'd like to get an even fuller picture of the topic because this episode felt like it ended just when I got warmed up with the base information. I'd like to hear more about the history and fun anecdote on this topic. And that concludes my review. Thank you for listening. Bye.